Randy here, and we're playing Farming Simulator 17 on Snettertons Farm. And since last episode, really haven't done that much other than finish plowing the fields. Both fields 6 and 7 are now completely plowed and fertilized. And we're going to go ahead and, like I mentioned there last episode, we're going to pick up the bales we made, and we're hopefully going to probably just sell the majority of them. We may keep some, we'll see once. But also off screen, I went ahead and purchased this Bale Stacker here. Oh, autosave right at that point. So we're going to go ahead and stack the bales up in a set of 3, I think this is, or 3 or 4. I forget how high this one goes here. 3 or 4 bales high. And then we'll be picking them up with this bale fork here. This GoTech bale spike. I believe it can either go 3 or 4 high. We'll find out. Also went ahead and mounted the loader arms on the John Deere 7800 here. I figured this would be a little bit bigger tractor. Hopefully handle the bales a little bit better. The Massey Ferguson there is getting a little light in the loafers there with only 2 bales, so I figured 3 might get a little much for it. Also dealing with a little bit of a head cold here, so if I sound a little bit funny, that is why. Let's see, we're going to go ahead and take the duals off this tractor here. And for that reason as well, I probably won't be talking quite as much as I normally do. Okay. Put the standard tires on. And I think we ended up with somewhere probably around 80 or so bales on this field. When I was finished baling there, I think we were at 50. And before the game crash, I think I had about 30. So somewhere between probably 60 and 100 bales on here, I'm guessing. Not entirely sure, but... Let's see, turn on. Okay, nothing else we have to do from the looks of it. Oh, there we go. The next bale coming up. And I got the trailer out in the field here waiting as well. And I was planning on fast-forwarding time till the next day here, but then I realized, you know what, the bales will probably rot out in the field here, and that would not be a good thing. So we're going to go ahead and get the bales picked up right away here before I fast-forward time to the next day. And I don't believe I've ever actually used this particular device before. This 3, looks like 3 is the limit. I believe it was Thomas McConsell. I think he sent me a link for another one. I think that one actually does 4 high. Okay, what do we got to do to unload here? Unload Y. It's shaking back and forth. That's funny. Okay. And do we got to do anything again? Close back. Okay, so we got to do Y again. We got to remember, when it's full, Y 3 times. Once to start the unload, once to unload, and once again to close it back up. And maybe before I get too carried away, maybe we should make sure our bale fork works here too. I mean, if it's not going to work, no sense maybe even stacking these in sets of 3 here. Okay, and yeah, we'll drop these off here, and like I said, we'll grab the bale forks a minute here just to make sure this is going to work here. Make sure the tractor can actually pick them up, too. That'd probably be a good thing as well. If we're going to have to invest in a different loader option, maybe. Okay, John Deere 7800 to the rescue, maybe? This bale fork just looks huge on here for some reason. Also, what's the function on this? Is it... Yeah, okay. So, right mouse button, left and right. Then, of course, all the other controls are standard. Oh, I know something I should probably done as well is brought my steering wheel in here. That'd been perfect for this. Oh, well. Can't think of that right away. We'll see how it goes. If this doesn't work the greatest, because again, you only got so precise with the keyboard on the throttle. Get a lot more precise with the steering wheel and steering as well. Ooh, I think even the John Deere is a little light in the back with 3 bales on it. We could try the Fendt, or we could put a weight on the back of the John Deere as well, I suppose. Didn't work too bad. I don't know that I'd want to go 4 high, though. I kind of like the idea of going 3 high. Otherwise, we could switch out our stacker, I suppose, too. Yes, this does seem to hold them much better than, say, if you're just using the standard in-game forks. Even in real life, with the standard forks, you probably won't want to pick up 3 like this. 2 is okay, but not 3. But yeah, even in the game, 2 definitely the physics get interesting. There we go. And you know what? I think we're going to go ahead and put the straps on it too in case, we knock them around a little bit. Oh, wait a minute. That's right. How can I do this? The same button that puts the straps on also opens the bale. I don't want to do that. I just remembered that. Can I, trick this somehow? Yeah, there we go. Okay, face the other way. Fasten tension belt. We can get one more on here yet. Face the other way, fasten tension belt. There we go. That works. A little bit of creativity there, I guess you could say. I think that's a little bit of an oversight on the mod author there, if you ask me, having the same key that puts tension belts on as the one that opens the bale. Open and fade bale. Interesting. Fade the bale, eh? Okay. Anyway, let's continue picking up bales here. Looks like this is going to work pretty good. Oh, back's open. Back is open. That's why. Really? I think you're kind of supposed to wait for it to do its thing here before you actually continue moving from the looks of it. Go. Yeah, it seems like you do have to be really close on the bales here, otherwise it won't enter and pick the bale up. And at least if the price on these bales is showing correctly, we should make a pretty good amount of money off this because it's showing $929 per bale here. So that's definitely a pretty good price if you ask me. Like I said, if we got somewhere between, we'll just say it's between 60 and 100 bales on this field, that's somewhere between $60,000 and $100,000 almost. That's pretty good. In fact, that means it'll probably actually pay more than the crops that came off of this field, which probably is definitely not a good thing, but at least not for crop prices anyway. Okay, I think we'll go ahead and load the bales we got stacked here at the moment. And we'll continue doing some more triple stacks. I suppose we could leave the triple stacks where they are in the field too. I just kind of like the idea of leaving them here. That way we have less transporting with the loader tractor here. Less chances of physics going astray on us. Oh, that's interesting. I noticed when we closed those secondary forks there, it went from 4,000 liters of straw to 12,000. And one thing I'll note as well, we probably really should be doing this with a four-wheel drive tractor. Loader works much better with a four-wheel drive tractor, at least when you're doing heavy loader work like this. Only other larger tractor we have, though, would be the Fendt. And I probably would have done that, except the Fendt was out plowing the field yet. I didn't think of it until I brought it back from plow. It's like, oh, I could have used this tractor too. Not good so far. There we go. And like I said as well, we could possibly put a weight on the back of this tractor. That might help. And I know I was mentioning this last time we were picking up bales, I think. You know, that's something you don't see, at least where I live, is front weights. Well, front weights. Weights on the back of tractors, typically. You'll see the wheel weights, which I don't know. Yeah, this tractor doesn't really have them. The Oliver over here does. Yeah, you can see the wheel weights on the Oliver there. You'll see that, but you definitely don't see like weights actually mounted on the back of tractors. And you don't even see like the European style weights mounted on the front of tractors either. Do have weights on the front of the tractors, usually the suitcase weights, and not the, again, the in-game style weights. There we go. And again, I think we'll go ahead and put the straps on here. Rather annoying we have to do it this way, but at least it works. So can we just, let's hold off on that strap. How many we got on there so far? That's actually going pretty quickly here, loading just, let's see, what do we got? 18 bales on here so far. You know, outside of using an auto-loading trailer, I don't think we can do it much quicker than this. Come on, get in there. Okay, fine, don't then. You know, before somebody asks, why are you manually loading bales? Well, sometimes it's just fun to do that. That's kind of the thing, farming sim, sometimes, you know, like plowing too, cultivating. Don't necessarily have to do it, but sometimes it's just fun to do it. You know, sometimes all the auto-loading equipment takes the, kind of some of the work and fun out of it. Mind you, the auto-loading is definitely much, much easier, but like I said before, it's about having fun in the game here, not necessarily maybe doing things the most efficient way. Thank you, autosave, right then. Yeah, one would think in real life that bale would slide in there and it's angled on both sides, but no, of course not. Seriously? Really? Like I say, you have to be really close to them to get them to go in properly. They definitely don't slide in like it seems like they should. There we go. Okay, looks like we've got room for maybe 6 more stacks, maybe 5 or 6 more stacks on the trailer here yet. We still have quite a few bales out in the field yet as well. And we'll read some comments here in a moment. Daniel was saying the Case Anniversary Edition is now out on American Style Modding website. And just a reminder there again, the American Style Modding website and the American Eagle Modding website. Good websites to go to if you're looking for more American Style mods. Nathaniel was saying, great video. Thank you very much for that. Umesh was asking, how do you create boulders on Pleasant Valley? Oh, I don't remember exactly how again. I think I do have a video on it in my Pleasant Valley series, how we do that. I believe you had to bring fuel somewhere, if I remember correctly, but I don't exactly remember where you had to do that again. And then that would produce boulders. Matt was saying SOHC is single overhead cam. And you get points from leveling up. 1 point per level. Just what I noticed. Yes, that is true. Car mechanics in there for leveling up. Every time you level up. So I'm currently level 14 or 15 in the game. I forget which one now. You get a point for every time you level up. Also, while we are at it here, I just about forgot. Looking at the error log here, you may notice there's no render device error messages. That's right. I finally figured out what mod is causing the render device error messages. In fact, if we go down to the shop here, I think I left them at the shop. Yes, I did. Notice what I have back in the save game here again. Anybody recognize the Miller forage wagons? That's right, the Miller forage wagons are back. Got 2 Miller forage wagons sitting here, and we got a combine waiting to be sold here as well. You know what? Might as well sell that. And we'll sell that. And the plan there is to purchase the Massey Ferguson combine, by the way. But yes, I can load my save game with the Miller forage wagons in it now. Kind of like a bunch of you said, nope, not the Miller forage wagon, it's probably mod conflict. That is exactly what it was. And we figured out what mod was causing it. Obviously, I'd taken these out of my game there for a while. On the multiplayer server last night, I think it was just me and Mathos was on. I think Nick, was Nick? Yeah, I think Nick was on there for a while, but it was mostly just me and Mathos. And you know what, I was, what was I? Oh, we were checking out some mods. We were looking at some mods, and I was in my Gold Crest game. And it's like, it's just rolling the render device error messages. Bring up the error log here, and it was just like rolling them. It was just, and render device error message after render device error message. It's like, okay, well, we got to do something about this, because something's definitely not right. So I just started taking mods out of my mod folder. And at least the way I do it, I just try to take out like a quarter of the mods at a time. So I went A through F. So alphabetically A through F. So all the mods with letter A, B, C, D, E, F in them. Took them all out, and the render device error message went away. It's like, oh, okay, found it already. So it's in one of the mods that I took out. So just started putting them back. I put back the A mods. I put back the B mods. I put back the C mods. I put back the D and E mods. And then the F section, because a lot of the mods have FS17 in them. So that was by far the biggest section of mods. I just started doing FSA, FSB, FSC, FSD, so on and so forth. Finally got down to FSP and S and O. And I was doing like groups at a time. So like I did FSA, FSB, FSC, FSD. So, you know, like groups. So about 20 to 40 mods at a time I was putting back in my mod folder. And finally got down to the Peterbilt's Snettertons map, which is, you know, this map here. And one mod in particular, it's like, oh crap, the Peterbilts are back in. I know a lot of people have been blaming the Peterbilts there for the message. And or Snettertons map. Well, put both the map and the Peterbilts back in. Error message did not come back, so it's like, good. So I don't think it's the map for the Peterbilts then. The Peterbilts we're talking about, by the way, the trucks I'm using in the game here. This group of 3 here. But yes, finally figured it out. It comes down to one mod, the Farming Simulator, or FS17 Seed and Fertilizer Silo. Once I put that back in the game, the ender device messages just started rolling. Didn't even have to. I didn't even have it activated. So like that's what threw me off there right away on my Gold Crest. It's like, well, wait a minute. I don't have the mods activated on my Gold Crest save game like I do on Snettertons here. So what in the world's going on? So yes, like I said, we just kind of sat down last night. It's like, we're going to figure this out. And yes, finally did. So Miller forage wagons are back. Enter device, error messages are gone. And we're back in business here, looks like. So yes, if you have the Farming Simulator 17 Seed and Fertilizer Silo, blow it to Kingdom Come. Get rid of it. Don't know what's wrong with it. Don't care. It's gone. We deleted it off the multiplayer servers as well. I don't even know why we had it on there, really, to be honest. I don't recall ever actually using it. But yes, once we got rid of that mod, that took care of all the render device error messages we've been getting lately. And I don't know what caused it to show up all of a sudden, if it's always been showing up and we never noticed it, or if there's another mod that's conflicting with it. Doesn't really matter to me. All I know is it's causing trouble, so it's gone. Anyway, let's go back to working here. Let's see, where are we at? Got more straw yet. Back to the Oliver. So yes, if you're getting render error device messages and you have the Seed and Fertilizer Silo, just get rid of that mod. And that should hopefully take care of it. Not to say there aren't other mods out there causing that as well, but at least for us, that is what was causing the problem. And we figured it had to be a common mod between all of us. A lot of us, you know, have the mods to join the multiplayer server. So it had to be, we figured, one of the mods on the multiplayer server. And we were also under the assumption it was one of the mods we added recently. So, you know, for example, the Peterbilt trucks or gravity wagons, forage wagons, something along those lines. The Seed and Fertilizer Silo is actually something we added probably like 6 months ago. It's an old mod. So like I said, I don't know if something's conflicting with it and actually causing that problem, or if it's always been doing that, we never noticed it. Don't know. Okay, another stack of bales there. Yeah, we'll probably go ahead and get these loaded up here. Oh, almost time to... Actually, it is time to wrap up the episode, too. And we'll unload those. And like I said, I think probably one more stack here will do it. We'll just keep going on the video here. And let's try to get this trailer full. Shouldn't take us too much longer here. We got a little sidetrack there talking about mods, obviously, so... Oh, close the back. That would help. Like this here, you know, instead of actually sliding down the angle piece, it actually gets caught and pivots around. Like, really? Pretty sure in real life that wouldn't happen. I keep saying the physics in the game definitely leave a lot to be desired. There we go. You know what? I think I just gave this tractor a bath, too, before I brought it over here. It was all nice and clean. Look at that. Short amount of time, it's all dirty already. I don't actually like it when tractors get dirty that quick. Or that badly, for that matter, either. I find that to be kind of annoying, personally, but... We're not trying to topple these over like Donimals. That wouldn't be a good thing. They've got them all stacked up in a line like this. Yeah, notice how it says 4,000. If we close the upper ones, 12,000. Probably actually almost stacked 5 bales on this thing from the looks of it. You can tell the way the back end of this tractor's shaking around. Yep, definitely a little heavy on it. Come on. There we go. Trying to get him in probably a little too tight there, maybe. I think we got the straps on the other ones there so they can't move. I think that was probably a good idea there. Okay, so it doesn't look like we can quite fit another stack on here yet. Probably one across the back the other way, and that'll probably be about it from the looks of it. And then the one across the back here, and we'll call this a full load. Perfect. There we go. That looks like a full load of straw there to me. So how many bales we have on there then? We got, what, 18 there. Let's see, 9, 12, 15, so 30, 33. 33 bales, looks like, if I got my count correct there. And straps, we just go and get in the truck here. And let's see, straps. There we go. Turn them all on. Perfect. Oh, look at that. It even works out right. 2 straps across the back. Got 3 straps in every set of... Oh, not quite this one, though. There's 2 sets on that one in there. Okay. Anyway, still pretty close. With that, folks, I think we'll wrap up the video here. If folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time.